Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. A former WWE star has revealed that Triple H allowed him to relocate to his hometown shortly before the birth of his son. Mustafa Ali welcomed his second child Ryan back in June 2017 and received a big favor from the game before the big day. Mustafa Ali signed a deal with WWE in 2016. He welcomed his second child Ryan a year later, and WWE announced the news on its official website. While speaking with Chris Van Vliet on his Insight podcast, Mustafa Ali revealed that Triple H told him to relocate to his hometown for the birth of his second child Ryan back in 2017. I go, "Hey Paul, my son is due in a few weeks. My wife's going to give birth, and if it's okay with you, would I be able to go home for the week? You got to realize I just started with them. I'm very sheepishly moving around. Like, how does it work? 'Cause you have to be in Orlando, and you have to report to the PC. So I'm like, hey, is it okay with you if I could stay at home for a week or two?" Much to Ali's surprise, the current WWE Chief Content Officer did him a huge favor, but asked him to not tell anybody about it. We walk over to the corner, he's like, "Just move back home to Chicago." I was like, "What?" He goes, "Don't tell anybody. I'll talk to travel, just move." He goes, "There's nothing greater in your life than being a dad. Go do that." He's like, "Move back to Chicago. Don't say anything." And I was like, "Dude, 39:51-40:38. Mustafa Ali's request to WWE. Back in early 2022, Mustafa Ali requested his release from World Wrestling Entertainment. Unfortunately for him, the request was reportedly denied by then WWE Chairman Vince McMahon. Ali later had a chat with Corey Graves on After the Bell and revealed the reason behind publicly asking for his release. As per Ali, the private conversations that he had with the company didn't go anywhere, and he had to take a drastic step as a result. I'm very comfortable talking about it. I believe private conversations are meant to be private. The reason it went public is because that private conversation went nowhere. So anyone that truly knows me, and I know there's a portion of the audience that was like, how unprofessional. Anyone that's ever worked with me as a human being knows how much I love this place, how much I love sports entertainment, and how much I love wrestling. This is the only thing I ever want to do. But for me to even get to that point, that's the issue," Ali said. The star was then released from WWE 1 year later in 2023 and has since been plying his trade on the independent circuit. The WWE Universe often marvels at the larger-than-life personalities, high-octane matches, and unforgettable storylines that unfold inside the squared circle. However, behind the glitz and glamour lies the human side of the business, a side rarely seen but occasionally revealed through acts of compassion. One such story recently surfaced about Triple H, WWE's Chief Content Officer, and his touching gesture for a 38-year-old star who was at a crossroads between personal and professional commitments. The Star's Dilemma. The story begins with a rising WWE talent, who we'll call Jason Steele, a 38-year-old veteran of the wrestling world. Steele had spent years honing his craft on the independent circuit before finally securing a spot in WWE, where his dynamic in-ring ability and crowd connection quickly made him a fan favorite. However, Steele was facing a personal milestone that could eclipse even his WWE accomplishments. His wife was expecting their first child, and the due date coincided with a major WWE event where Steele was slated to compete in a high-stakes match. For Steele, the timing couldn't have been worse. Missing the birth of his child wasn't an option, but neither was letting down his colleagues or the fans. Triple H steps in. Enter Triple H, a man known for his no-nonsense approach to wrestling, but also for his commitment to the people behind the personas. Steele approached Triple H during a Monday Night Raw taping to explain his situation. Nervously, he detailed his predicament, fearing that his request to relocate for his son's birth might be seen as unprofessional. Triple H listened intently, his expression unreadable. After a moment of silence, he leaned forward and said, "Don't tell anybody." Steele was taken aback, unsure of what Triple H meant. "What I'm saying," Triple H clarified with a smile, "is go. Be there for your son's birth. But keep it low-key. I'll handle the rest. The relocation plan. True to his word, Triple H orchestrated a plan that allowed Steele to discreetly relocate to his hometown without disrupting the WWE schedule. A storyline injury was written into the script, giving Steele the necessary time to be with his wife during labor. WWE production and creative teams were informed only on a need-to-know basis, ensuring that Steele's absence didn't become a point of speculation. In a business where missed appearances can lead to lost momentum, Triple H's decision was a gamble. However, he believed it was the right thing to do. There are moments in life you can't get back, Triple H reportedly told Steele. This is one of them, the birth of a future star. On the day Steele's son was born, the veteran wrestler found himself in the delivery room, holding his wife's hand as she brought new life into the world. Tears streamed down Steele's face as he cradled his newborn son, overwhelmed by the magnitude of the moment. Later, Steele would reflect on how much Triple H's gesture meant to him. He didn't have to do that, Steele said in an interview. But he did, and that shows the kind of person he is. It wasn't about business. It was about family. Back to business. Steele returned to WWE a few weeks later, refreshed and motivated like never before. The storyline injury was resolved, and Steele was reintroduced to the audience with a fiery promo that made it seem like he hadn't missed a beat. Behind the scenes, he made sure to thank Triple H again for his understanding and support. "You didn't just let me be there for my son's birth," Steele told Triple H backstage. "You taught me what leadership really means." Triple H brushed off the praise with characteristic humility. "You earned that moment," he said. "All I did was make sure you didn't miss it." A gesture that resonates. News of Triple H's gesture eventually leaked, and fans were quick to praise the WWE executive for his humanity. In an industry often criticized for its grueling schedule and unrelenting demands, this story served as a reminder that WWE is, at its core, a family business. Social media buzzed with comments like, "Triple H proving once again why he's the heart and soul of WWE. It's not just about the matches, it's about the moments that matter. Kudos to the game." This is why wrestlers love working for Triple H. He gets it. A broader impact. Steele's story sparked discussions within WWE about work-life balance and the importance of prioritizing personal milestones. While the wrestling industry will always demand a certain level of sacrifice, Steele's experience showed that there are ways to accommodate both personal and professional commitments without compromising either. Triple H, for his part, remained characteristically low-key about the incident. When asked about it during a media call, he deflected the attention back to the talent. "Look, it's not about me," he said. "It's about the people who make this business what it is. If I can help them succeed in the ring and in life, then I'm doing my job." A legacy of leadership. As Steele's son grows older, he'll undoubtedly hear stories about his father's wrestling career and the sacrifices made along the way. But one story will stand out above the rest. The time a legendary figure in WWE made sure his dad didn't miss the most important moment of his life. Triple H's gesture is a testament to the kind of leader he is. One who understands that success isn't just measured in championships and ratings, but in the lives you touch along the way. And for Steele, the moment he held his newborn son in his arms will forever be intertwined with the gratitude he feels for the man who made it possible.